What's up? What's up? What's going on? Oh, it started us both on the stage there. Willie the Goat wasn't supposed to do that, but like everything, it doesn't really matter, man. I'm just cool to be here with you. Um, pretty cool, pretty cool. No more, no counter this time. It just goes live, and that was it. And anybody in here is just was waiting on it. So, very, very cool. For those that didn't hear, okay, this week I got into a crazy bike wreck, and I ended up let me just I want to just tell the story for a second. Willie, you're gonna when you hear the story, it's gonna be like, so I do
I'm
this
listening.
I do this same, what's up, Daniel? I do this same like 10-ish miles on my bike. I love riding my bike, man. I got a mountain bike. Sometimes I go on the trail, sometimes I don't. I do street riding, right? And so and there's a little look at that. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
So all right, so here I am, right, dude. I'm rolling just like I'm still in my neighborhood. I literally got on my bike and I'm going for a ride, and I love this ride. It clears my head. I was thinking about the day. I was thinking about the business. I was thinking about HVAC. I was thinking about right. And like, so I usually ride like maybe on the sidewalk, sometimes in the street. A lot of times I ride on the sidewalk. So like, dude, I felt like a little car coming up on my left over here, and I'm near the curb, but I'm not like on it, right? I'm near the curb. And then I kind of feel the car coming up on me. So I'm like, all right, no problem. And like, I was going pretty fast, but I was in my own world.
In that
And
zone.
a big, yeah, I was in the zone, man. And a big storm drain, okay, came and like, just, I knew it was there. It snuck up on me. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. Like, I can move out of the way. This is not a big deal. Like, well, I got a little too close to it, man. It clipped like I couldn't move out of the way fast enough. My tire went like underneath the big storm drain, dude. It flipped everywhere. My ankle hit the curb. I went flying in the air. I'm talking like, bro, I'm not a small guy, right? I just went flying in the air. I braced myself. I hit the ground. I just hear a crack. I'm rolling around on the street and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs like a grown ass man screaming like crazy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm screaming, and a really nice UPS driver. Okay, her name, I found out. I put a post out there trying to find this angel. Okay, she helped me up. She helped me get my bike up. She got me water. She got me like Advil. She was just really nice, and she stayed there with me. And she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And she's like, I found out her name is Tara. And if for some reason, some way, somehow, somebody that's listening to this gets a chance to talk to Tara, I want you to tell her so much. Thank you so much for for just like coming to my rescue. That was like super cool. She's just rolling around doing a route in a UPS truck, and she just stopped.
Suddenly seeing you.
Just helps me out, man. It was nice to see like a good person in this world, right? So
Absolutely.
So Willie.
Good thing you're good. You ain't got no broke neck or no legs. Or...
No, well, broken ribs. I broke 2 ribs.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I broke 2 ribs. Yeah, I broke 2 ribs. It's crazy, man. So anyway, so a couple weeks ago, or it was actually I was a bit ago. It was probably about a month or 2 ago. Like like I comment on some of Willie's stuff. Willie's commented on my stuff, and I was like, and Willie was like, "Bro, I got some shit I got to talk about." And I was like, "All right, let's go. Let's talk about it." And so Willie, who are you, man? Let's pretend whoever's listening to this, watching this, has no idea who you are. Who are you, man? Why are you on the show?
All right, man. My name is Willie. I did get the HVAC goat to later on in my career, but I'm just a small guy, man, a small fry. I'm probably like the mascot for underdogs. If you ever have an underdog story, I will be your underdog story if you want to put it all into perspective. I think I got into HVAC. I've been doing HVAC for about 13 years now. When my daughter's 13 years old now, so she turned 14 in May. So pray for me. I got 2 daughters. They 13 and 12. So yeah. So and they both their birthdays in May, but they're a year apart. May 12th, May 13th, and May 30th, man. So bless my spirit. I got into HVAC early 2000. I think it was like 2012 was when I got into school, and I graduated school. And I remember when I first graduated school, my mom air conditioner went out, and then we were sitting in the living room, and everybody looked at me like, "Didn't you just graduate high school? You can't fix this?" So everybody was looking at me to fix the air conditioning and stuff like that. So just fast forward, I worked for a few companies. Not gonna lie to y'all guys, I got fired from every company I worked with. You know, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie to you.
that's what
Not gonna,
happens to the greats. The greats all
yeah,
get fired. The greats
yeah.
are terrible,
Well,
terrible employees.
it was really my fault though. It was really my fault. I got fired because I remember when I first did my first job, and I got paid $1,000. I think I did a fan motor and a capacitor, and I took the entire day off and took my kids to go get some ice cream. And like my mentor always say, success, picture success, and there's a doorway. When you open up this door, and the other side is success. And I always was driven for that other side of the door. So, and that just driven me all the way to being my own employee as well. I did have a few hiccups. I remember the last job that I worked for, it was a lead technician on the job. The first day I got in his truck, he had a nasty ass attitude. It just didn't sit well with me. I didn't last long at that job. I took my last check and then went back on my own, got my truck, and now I'm here. Fast forward, running my own business.
So, like, okay, that's high school. Then you get jobs, then you kind of move up. Okay, what? Okay, so for a lot of people have seen your content. Now, how did that start? Like when did you start that? Because I've been seeing it probably about the last year. I want to say it could have been longer, but that's how long I think I've been seeing it.
Content. As far as my content, that probably started like maybe about 2021 to 2022 is when I really start because I actually it went from when I had my business in Columbia, South Carolina. That's where I originated from, and then I migrated to Charlotte. It's like an hour away. So I made a Facebook. I didn't know nobody in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you look like you had a shirt and tie, or your arms was folded, or you was talking about real estate, I added you on Facebook. So I just kept making content, posting HVAC pictures. People would just DM me, or I DM them about hey, you need some HVAC work, or just send a referral. And it just kept going like that until I started getting into some of these Facebook groups and I started adding people. And I think 2022 is when I ran into what's his name? He got he used to have a company, but he sold the company out in California. He had a big expo in Las Vegas one time.
You talking about Victor Rancor?
Yeah,
Okay.
I made a me picture of him. He was on a jet. I made a picture of me on the jet with Ishmael. And then it went viral. Then he sent me a free ticket to come out there, and that just went from hell after that. Everybody just wanted to meet me, and I just kept making content from there. It just went crazy.
So did you have to like teach yourself like how to do it? Like, or did you, I mean, it sounds like, or did you like read books on? I mean, what'd you do? You just mess around with it?
As far as what the content
like, dude, some of these videos that you've put together, man, I mean, they're freaking, I mean, some of them are brutal. There's one you put out there, the one where you're like making fun of the manufacturers and how expensive they make their parts. And they're like, it's like, you bury all the manufacturers. You didn't just bury one of them.
I guess it comes from my experience and my sense of humor. I got a real good sense of humor, man. I think I probably lived another life. I was maybe a script writer before or something like that. But I think when AI came out, well, AI been all around with us for years. We just didn't ever notice. But I had a buddy of mine who he's a game streamer, and he got like 1 million followers, and he was doing the videos with his gaming and stuff. And I would ask him, what platform you use? So he introduced me to the platform, and then I just started doing some little script writing and posting. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I'm doing HVAC now. So I just got verified on Facebook as a content creator. So I get paid for crazy video. I get paid for all that stuff. So then I was like, man, well, I might as well implement it to HVAC. What do I know about HVAC? I know a lot of shit about HVAC. So I just started posting crazy videos, just telling the truth. Because most guys want to say the truth, but they can't because,
Well, you're a slave to a master, right? I mean, like,
Yeah, politics, politics, HVAC politics, man. People.
it's so crazy though, because that's only happened like, man, it was like a free for all for a long time. It's only happened in the last like several years, like where it's like all of a sudden, like everybody seems to be guarded, right? I mean, bro, even from the time that like I started this podcast to now, and maybe that's just because of engagement and how many people listen now, but like it's crazy, like what you can't say in an industry that used to be like just so chill and so cool. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but like I've kind of felt that in like the last year. I thought it was super cool where you could hang out with all the big guys in the industry. Like all of them were on podcasts. They were dropping, F-bombs here, there, and everywhere. And then all of a sudden, like, I got like really serious. I don't know what happened.
Man, I don't know either, man. I can't speak on that. I always been like this. That's why it's so natural for me. I always spoke my mind. I always said what I had to say. That's why I could never keep a job. Like I had a mentor. I remember this as like it was yesterday. I got fired. I called his name is Terry. I called. I said, "Hey Terry, I just got fired. What should I do?" And he was like, "Well, welcome to entrepreneurship. Call me back when you go sell a unit." And he hung up in my face. I'm like, what the hell? I'm sitting in my mom's driveway like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I don't have no job, no income. So, God bless. He's a military, so you know how he's like a drill sergeant, but he's really kind though. So, but yeah, I learned from that, man.
What's your favorite video that you've made to date? What do you think is the funniest video?
My funniest video.
Yeah.
Man, I made a lot of videos. I would probably say that video right there that you're talking about, that's probably my, besides the dealing with clients videos, that will probably be my top video right there where all the companies say, "Hey, I'm from Goodman. We got the cheapest compressors." They were just fucking funny, man.
Let me, you made the South Park one. Which one? I'm gonna show one right here. Which one?
I made some crazy one. That South Park came later. I'm surprised they let me do that because there's certain things on AI that you can't pit. You can't pit like certain people's faces. You can't say, "Hey, pit Trump doing this," or you can't do certain things because it'll flag it. So it's the way, because people ask me, how do I do it? It's the way you word it. You have to word it a certain way so you don't get flagged.
I think this one here, I think this one here set me off. Because I spent a lot of time in houses being super, super ethical, doing things the right way, doing the load calcs, doing it the right way. And then listen, there's a bad connotation around, anybody who's in a technical type of sale in general. It doesn't matter what you do. And because the average person doesn't have the knowledge, right? So you have to be so much more trustworthy and so much more honest and so much more straightforward. And gain so much more trust that, like, you're right. Like a lot of people, like, they take that trust and they abuse it, and I know you've been really, really outspoken about it. Actually, that was probably the one that really, and we argued about this one online. Actually, I think it was this one right here.
Oh, you're talking about I was a salesman.
Can you hear this one?
Yeah.
There was an electrical surge that affected the unit. Because of that,
for $50,000. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. I think.
This is all AI. This is none of this is acted, right?
Nah, that's all AI, man. That's all AI, man. Yeah. I have a real good sense of humor, man. Yeah.
We gotta find that. I wish I had like a Jamie, like how like I got like a production guy in the background.
That just gets it in.
I got no production guy in the background.
You'll get it. You'll have a team, man.
You're looking at the production team right here.
You everything.
Yeah. What up, Sam? Wakefield's here. Valerie Heck says your South Park videos are my favorites. They're funny. Brad Mitchell, Willie Ward, the GOAT. A lot of people in the chat. That's good. So we'll start out. So the way that this podcast started was like people like me and you were like spent like years and years in people's houses, right? And I just thought, like, what would be a better like podcast than to talk about the experiences of people inside of other people's homes. And so the stories that have been shared on this, like, bro, I mean, I mean, you can go back how many, it doesn't matter, especially HVAC guys like Gil KB from HVAC Uncensored. He had some incredible stories. So,
Yeah.
all right. So it started out, man. So I was in this house. What happened?
One of my crazy stories about being in the house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I got so many crazy stories, man. So I think one of my craziest stories when I was in a house. So it was one of my friend's house, but he was renting the house out to whoever. It was crazy. So we go in. I think we was what we was doing on the thing. I think we was either servicing the unit, or I think we were servicing the unit, and was the issue with the thermostat. So now in the house, the tenant, it was a female, and I guess she had a girlfriend as well, but she was like like a man girl, like she's, or we would say a dyke or whatever you would say. Yeah. Excuse me though. But she wasn't home. It was the girl home. So I'm fixing the thermostat because I remember the lady, she left before her wife came home. So she left, the wife came home. We still there working. I'm working on the thermostat, blase, blase. I hear a ring at the doorbell. I see a man come in, and he's in his HVAC truck. I'm like, okay, what did they call another HVAC company? What you doing here? He walks upstairs. I'm like, okay, all right. So what's going on? In my head, I'm not saying it out loud. What's going on? He goes in the bedroom with her. I'm like, huh? I thought she had a wife. I'm like, what the hell is going on in here? So I didn't say nothing. I go ahead and fix the problem. Boom, boom, fired up, leave. I text my homeboy, which is the owner. I say, yeah, she got another heat there guy here. She's like, well, she got a wife. I say, well, I have nothing to do with that, man. That was a crazy one right there. I had nothing to do with it. I got the hell out of there before the wife come home. That's the number one thing in domestic violence in these houses, man. That's probably one of my craziest stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So how many years you in this business?
I've been self-employed for maybe about 5 years, since 2020. That's when I really went self-employed.
2020.
2000. Yeah, that's around COVID time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was around COVID time. It was really actually busy around COVID. Everybody was home. People was wearing masks and stuff, but it was home service. The business was booming in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you do during COVID? You do good? You do well?
Yeah, I did real well. And
Yeah.
that was my first year. I decided to go ahead and make a Facebook, got Google verified, just did all the paperwork and everything dressed right, and did the number of uniforms and stuff like that. Cause when I first really started, I went wearing uniforms. I'll throw on some Walmart shit and fucking damn tight pants, like legging stretchy pants with some steel toe boots and shit. Yeah.
Yo, we got a celeb in the audience here. It's Jennifer, HVAC Chicks, Jennifer Manzo, chupping it up with Big Willie style, or what?
That's my girl right there.
Yeah, she's got the best story that was ever told on here. By the way, I've clipped it, so you can go watch it on any of the things there.
Okay.
That girl had it's called the ice skating rink.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, chicken juice ice skating rink. chicken juice, bro. She literally had chicken guts fall all over her in a freezer, and it froze over, and they were like ice skating on chicken guts. It's crazy.
Damn.
Akeem said, I was in a house with a coworker while installing a new thermostat. Homeowner was old lady. She farted. I immediately looked at my coworker, took everything in me not to laugh. Actually,
I had some crazy stories though, but it's just not ringing a bell. I had some people. Now I did have a crazy person kick me out the house though. That's the one that did 19 million views. That one went crazy.
I saw that one.
Yeah,
I saw that.
That one was the one that really put me from, because at the time I had about 4,000 followers on Facebook, maybe 3,000 on Instagram, and it just went up from there. From that would really turn me up as far as my social media status. That video, that lady was psycho.
I don't think I can like search like buy. Did you put that on YouTube or no?
I think it's on YouTube, but it's on my Instagram pin.
Okay. Yeah. So many. Yeah, because you don't have all your videos on all the platforms.
I
You
got
have-
it on all the platforms, but if I don't have it pinned, it's gonna be hard to find it because you have to scroll down to it. Yeah, that one, that's the one that's on Instagram. That one that's at 19.5 million.
Is that the one that
Yes.
says? Is that the one that
When she
said?
said "get the fuck out," when she said "get the hell out" of my house. Yeah.
What was, dude? What's up with that, man?
You know
That's
what's
crazy.
You know what's funny? She's like a block down from my church. Every time I go to church, my church is on the left. She's on the right. I look at her house every time I go to church. Like, damn, that lady was crazy.
You pass by her house when you go to church?
Yeah, because she's like right next in the area of my church. So if I gotta look at her road, her house is on the corner, and then my church is on the left corner. So I look at her house every time I drive past.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Like, did you ever get? I'll tell you what. You know what? I want to share the screen. I'm gonna share it because I think it's important. It's like I remember watching that for the first time, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." Like
Yeah.
this is crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna share it. I think I got to reboot it though. Yeah, there it is. Here it is. Let's see. You guys can hear it. Here we go.
We are getting out. Somebody want to circle down raggedy ass unit?
It's so short too, but like, dude, doesn't that say something like about like, I mean, society in general, where like an 8-second video is like the most popular video. Like it's
everybody attention span is short, so you give them a short story and they ask for questions. What's the rest of the video? You gotta say the rest of the video for them.
No, that's it. That's all that's posted. That's all that's pinned. That's why I asked you if you posted it on.
No, I didn't post it because it was quick. I end up, when it was real tension, I end up turning on my phone because I didn't have it on my Ray-Ban.
Yeah. There's a second part of it here. Hang on. There's a second part of it here. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like, I'm gonna share this. Yeah, it's on the Instagram page. Here it is. All right, she says, "Get out." Raggedy ass. Oh, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
I thought that it was.
I did an AI story, but that was pretty much it of the storyline of what happened. But yeah, that's pretty much it right there. That clip.
Trey likes old raggedy ass unit.
Yeah, that one really put me on right there, man. I had somebody.
Yeah, that was fun. So, do you think that was what kind of like took you?
Yeah, that's what took me up when people start viewing that and they start looking on my page. It's like, well, shit, he hilarious. Let me go ahead and add him.
I like how brave you are, though. I like how I really do. I respect how brave you are in some of your videos. That one, anybody that finds that one that you make fun of all the manufacturers for how much money they charge for all their parts and everything like that, like that could not have been more sort of like perfect at like an FU to the big to Big Brother, big man, whatever you want to call it, the man, so to speak. That was pretty cool. Yeah, man. So, dude, I want to just, first of all, I'm like super grateful you're on the show. And I'm also super grateful that I have incredible sponsors. One of my sponsors is actually Cooper and Hunter. They're a HVAC company. You know who they are. They got a little video here. Pretty cool.
Cooper and Hunter's new peak unit runs efficiently up to 19 SEER 2. With BTU capacity that ranges between 18 to 55,000 for indoor and outdoor units. Compared to a traditional gas furnace, Peak's revolutionary design is ready to step in without a hassle, thanks to its adaptive multi-voltage. True high-performance hyper units provide a 100% heating output at negative 13 degrees. Looking inside the unit, the new M-Coil is highly efficient and provides a better airflow that reflects in a higher static pressure. Our Smart Kit is included, giving you access to control your device from the comfort of your phone. Peak stands for Powerful, Efficient, Auto Voltage Detection, and Quiet. To learn more, Visit our website or talk to your local distributor. Cooper and Hunter, addicted to comfort.
Yo, I haven't done like a live. Out of all the episodes I've done in the last like few months, I've only done like 1 or 2 live, and I used to do all of them live. And the funny part about it is I got really used to like putting in the little like videos and the clips and stuff like that, like because it's all like theater, right? It's like live.
Yeah.
If you mess it up, like it doesn't matter. And what's funny is like, I'm sure you've gotten to this too. Like, I don't know what editing software you're using, but like all of a sudden, like within, you taught yourself a new skill. Now I've got like AV as like a checkbox of a skill, and it's man, what an interesting world. And what's funny is you're using AI. So how much of the AI videos do you actually have to like clip and then like edit, or does it kind of come out and already work?
It depends. Like I say, I just tell you this stuff. Like sometimes I have an idea, and I go to script writing on Chat GPT, and Chat GPT will wire it down from the scripts on how, like, say if like I say, HVAC guy goes to a service call, homeowner says, "What you doing?" It'll do like the script, homeowner, hashtag, "What are you doing?" HVAC tech, I'm changing the thermostat. So it's like you got to be in depth with the script writing for it to come out right. Otherwise, it's just going to be a bad AI video that look kind of crazy. So it's got to be more detailed with it. You ever seen a bad AI thing? It just look all kind of crazy. Or the guys talking that don't supposed to be talking type stuff like that. So definitely come down to your script writing as far as that right there.
And what do you do? Do you put the script, like you kind of put a concept in and then it writes the script, and then
I write a concept off my head. It may be not spelled right. Then I just tell ChatGPT fix grammar for script and make it sound professional, and then it do it for me. And then I proofread it, copy it, paste it to the software, and then I make my videos, and that's just it.
Can we talk about something a little bit controversial?
Go ahead.
All right, you and I have a very different sense of opinion on this. And maybe you don't know this, but I spent over a decade inside of people's houses, and I learned like backwards. I learned how to size and install and design HVAC systems and sell them right before I learned anything else. And I went backwards in this trade, and I did it the right way. And I am a part of a group of very highly ethical sort of, salesy people who like to do things the right way. And you've been really outspoken about HVAC sales reps, man. Talk about that, man. Tell me about that. I want to hear it. And don't shield anything. Just go ahead and say it, because I'd be really interested what your perspective is, because I think your perspective is probably the perspective of a lot of people in the industry.
My perspective as far as salesmen, now the ones that I see, I can't speak for the rest, because like I say, I've been with a few companies. So, when you're working for a company, sometimes you don't get to see the salesman. So the ones that I did see, there was a guy when it was a company called Midland Heating and Air, and they was brought out by Service Experts. And when they went to Service Expert, it was one of the top salesmen there. He would tell all type of lies. There was one story, he told the client that the house was going to blow up, that she needed to get a new unit. And he was one of the top salesmen in South Carolina at the time that I was there. But as far as salesmen, I don't really know what salesmen are doing, because I'm working for my own. I am the salesman.
Hey, Jason Walker, by the way, Jason Walker is HVAC Masters of the Hustle. Jason and I go.
I was just speaking about him the other day, man. I said, man, hey, man, I'll give you, if I had some flowers right now and I'll send it to you, man. That's the hardest working motherfucker I know, man. He travel, go and ride alongs. He's doing content, man. He's doing a lot of stuff that people wish they could do. So just keep trucking, man.
He's kind of the OG. He says, tell Willie I'm watching. Salesmen suck. LOL. See you at AHR. He's kind of the OG, and putting out the podcast, and then obviously centered around HVAC Masters of the Hustle. I mean, that's the name of the podcast, so but you got a sour taste in your mouth, obviously, because I don't have to show the last video. I mean, it was pretty you know, it's pretty outspoken.
That's
man.
my imitation of what I think salesmen are, man. Just come in here. I know they are good salesmen, but I come behind calls with stuff that they're like.
The guys are just trying to hose them.
Yeah,
right?
just
trying to hose them.
I understand things need to be replaced, but it's just a push it. Like I get DMs for young technicians. They always saying they gotta now it's commission based. I didn't even know that companies are commission based now, which I thought that was kind of crazy.
You mean like from the technicians? Yeah. Well,
yeah,
not necessarily like in the commercial world and like some of the residential world and this has been going on, man, since like the 90s. But let me let me tell you, here's my take on this. By the way, this is all about delivery of communication and the failure of leadership and people teaching their people how to iterate information. That's what it's all about. Because if you left a house, Willie, and I came behind you and you had told somebody, yeah, look, this thing's kind of toast and it's time to replace it. And then the next, I go in there and then the woman's like, oh, well, the last guy said like it's dead and that's it and it's got to go and blah, 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 blah. And like he was trying to, sell me on everything. Like she might say that. And that might just be the delivery of how you delivered that information.
Yeah.
And I think it is. I think it's a failure of leadership. It's a failure of training. I think it's a failure of people that run these companies who don't teach their people proper communication skills. And I try to do everything in my power to try to, whenever I talk to anybody, like, hey, you need to communicate effectively. If somebody says to me, every single time, little tip, they say, do I need to replace this? I go, no, you don't even need air conditioning. You don't.
Yeah.
You do not. And I will never tell anybody need. It can everything can always be fixed. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You can find a part from 1948. You can figure it out somehow, some way. Probably not a good idea, not a good use of money, but you could figure it out. So I think it's a failure, and I think you're right. And so, what do you think it is? Like, other than that, like you talk about new kids coming up in the industry, like what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much hit it on the head. It start from leadership, people are not being trained no more. People are not getting no communication. People are not responding back to the clients the right way. More than likely, most times when people contact me and I'm coming behind another company, they don't really explain what's going on. Most clients don't even know what type of damn unit they got in their house. When I go behind a client, I talk to them, I say, well, what type of unit you got? They more likely to say, I don't know, or I don't know. I'm like, well, the company didn't explain it to you. They didn't tell you what type of unit, but they're telling you need a new unit, which doesn't make sense. So I think it come back from leadership and communication.
Education. It's education too. Yeah. Daniel Miller says, I think there's a difference between hard pressing and lying salesmen and people who genuinely care about their client and trying to solve a problem. I think the bigger issue, the bigger elephant in the room, and nobody really wants to talk about it. I really do believe this. And I'm probably gonna piss off some people when I say this, but we've created an entire machine, a whole industry, right?
Yeah.
From the factories down, right?
Yeah.
That has gone in the disposable direction, where we've gone into a world where it is so cost prohibitive for you to buy parts in many cases, or you're on an R410A unit and now you're like, I can't find the coil, I can't find the parts for it, and now you're like, well, it's probably going to be, you're talking to people with 6-7 year old units that are like now looking at like, you know what, screw it, let me just replace it, because you got to order parts from Minnesota. I mean, you've got manufacturers out there, okay, and this is happening right now, who are actually not providing, if your unit is not under registered warranty, regardless, they won't give you the part. So it puts you in a predicament where you're trying to, and right or wrong, like okay, on the one hand, okay, it creates a lot of work. It creates work for installers. It creates work for factory workers who are making this stuff. Like, on the one hand, understood. On the other hand, it's kind of like, well, you just had a refrigerant change not too long ago. Now you got another refrigerant change. Now the whole handoff has been a nightmare. And so I think that's really what's happened is we become a disposable. If I took this training, Willie. Like you deal with different like generations differently. Have you ever taken?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched anything about that?
But training.
Like the silver generation, like World War II got guys. It's like, fix it till it's like dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't like fix it
I
till
got
it's
a
dead.
lot of them in my group that been doing it for 30 years. They hate new replace. They just hate it. They hate anything new. New, you can fix that. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah,
Scotch tape and bubble gum and everything else, and so and the thing is like I don't think there's a way for like I don't see a way how it's going to change.
No, it's not going to change. That's what my suppliers told me last year when I was calling about a cord. They said if it's not under warranty, they can't give the part away. They only saving the parts that they got left and the ones that's coming in from the manufacturer only for warranty. So if it's out of warranty, you're on your own. It's you can't really do nothing about it. Unless it's a motor or something like that, you might could get it from supplyhouse.com. But other than that, I don't know where the hell you're gonna get it from.
Okay, so EJ says in here, he goes get a universal part. Okay, but you know what? How many systems are proprietary where you have Carrier Infinity system or you have or any communicating system where you have to get the OEM part for it to work properly? And some of the OEM parts are so expensive. It really does. It becomes cost prohibitive. Where you look at this, they
did jack up the price on the parts.
Okay, and like an inverter drive, right? Has anybody seen the price on an inverter drive on a? You're just buying a new condenser. That's it. Like,
yeah,
you're not repairing those units.
Yeah.
Kevin White just said. Kevin White's an amazing HVAC sales guy. Just had a guy with a 2-year-old. He's also a veteran. With a 2-year-old 410 air handler and a 19-year-old R22 condenser. Compressor is shot, and now with A2, I'll have
you got to replace the hose
and replacing the again. These days are wild, man. Oh, that's great. Wait, so he had a 2-year-old air handler
and a 22-year-old condenser. Yeah,
compressor is shot. Yeah, but it's 19 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, but now the air handler. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So he was asking to replace the condenser, but he can't give him a condenser because they don't have 410A. So he got to replace it with either R32 or 454.
Yeah.
So he got to replace the whole unit. Yeah, with a 2-year-old. Well, I bet the homer. Well, I got a 2-year-old unit. What's up with that?
EJ Marriott says, "I get it. In that case, you better have a friend who has a friend." David Lavender goes, "Nope. Inverter drives are expensive as hell out of warranty." Yeah. So.
Yeah, man.
Christian Moore says, man, I just had a conversation with a client today, 26-year-old furnace and a 3-year-old coil and condenser. They chose to replace the entire unit instead of roll the dice on part support in coming years. And, okay, so Willie, think about this, right? So how important then is the warranty and the company back warranty? That's what I think is the most important thing moving forward. How strong is the warranty? Because if I can get a long extended parts and labor warranty, then I can get everything covered. Then it kind of really, at least for a 10-year, 12-year window, it alleviates a lot of that strain on the homeowner.
I would probably say that's the most important right now, as far as what we're going into, because we're going into chaos right now. So, because you got a lot of companies that's putting in units now. I'd be surprised once maybe this summer, the 454 and 32s that was putting in last year that go out this year. Because the guys that put it in that can't be found or don't, because you got guys that put new units in that don't want to vow that warranty. I don't know what it is. Some people just, you call, like I had clients that if it's like, especially if it's a new construction and they got their name tagged on the shit, they do not want to vow that warranty when them new construction units go out, man. I have houses down there a year old going out. I said, well, call the people who install it. And they eventually call me back because the company either act like they too busy or they just don't want to do it. They give them a runaround.
Yeah.
And clients can't wait. So they'll say, well, we're about that's their excuse. We're about 3 weeks out. who's going to wait 2-3 weeks? They're going to call somebody else to go fix it.
How crazy is that though? You install a unit and then you don't want to go back and service it. And so that's why, and anybody that's listening to this right here, anybody's watching, listening, like you are so much more important than the brand on the name, you know, the name on the box. You are so much more important than anything else. It's what are you willing to do? Are you willing to go back? Are you willing to warranty it? Are you willing to file the paperwork? Are you going to get there when the unit breaks? Because it's going to break. Fact.
Yeah.
It's going to break. It's going to break
for certain.
Yeah. You guys saw a scroll over here. Take two. I got to take a minute here. I have this incredible sponsor. The name is My Method AI, bro. They answer the phone in the voice accent of your actual like market. Like you can, it's like if you're under a sink or you're like in an air handler and you can't get to the phone and like your lifeline is your cell phone, it books it, puts it on your board, everything. These guys are awesome. They're going to be there's a trade show in San Diego coming up at the end of the month. It's on the 29th. It's heavy plumbing, but it's part of like PHCC. They're called My Method AI. These guys are awesome. So I Was in This House podcast is a proud partner of My Method AI. Does this sound like you? Not enough time in the day, under a sink, facing a furnace, losing customers because you can't get to the phone in time, too many estimates to follow up with, and not enough time to get to them? My Method AI has solved this problem with their specialized AI employees who will book the call, follow up on the estimate, chat, and answer the phone 24/7, 365. Some companies have even seen as much as a 100% revenue lift after implementing. Not all AI automation companies are the same. My Method AI builds hyper customized AI employees that are specifically tailored to your business with your processes, even down to the accent they speak in. So don't settle for an out of the box canned solution. Book a demo today to see if My Method AI is a good fit for you. Visit mymethod.ai/inthishouse. That's mymethod.ai/inthishouse. My Method AI. We handle the busy work so you can do the real work. Yo, I'm so happy that I recorded that instead of having to read that every time now. I'm like, it saves me. Yeah. Derek Lee says, it's mostly the companies or all who only advertise installs and usually a cheap price. I don't usually, the ones that advertise for installs only, I don't usually see them being a cheap price. But listen, I've seen so many weird things now. Leasing models becoming a big thing. Like, I just think the most important thing, we're not even thinking about it, is just like, how much support are you going to offer that homeowner, that customer after the fact? That's like the most, for me, that's like the most important thing.
I think that's the winning ticket right there as far as being reliable when things go wrong. I can't stress that more, because you got a lot of guys who bang and slam them in, but not a lot of guys that arrive when things go wrong.
Trey says, I've heard from a big name supplier that there's already a plan in place to phase out 454 at the beginning of 2029. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Well, it's not like big corporate is somebody got paid off. That's all you gotta follow the money, man. You gotta follow the money.
Yeah. So are you using 32 or are you using 454 or you use both?
454. I haven't installed a Goodman yet.
Yeah.
But I haven't installed a Goodman yet.
Wait, so York also. I think those were the two main manufacturers.
I don't deal with fucking York. York is hell no.
You know, Bosch bought them. Like, Bosch bought the entire residential division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's buying every damn body. Shit.
So I was in this house. I think you got another story in the old noggin right there. I think you got a good story that's brewing. You just don't realize you got a really good story. But I think it's really important for you to share an experience. I'm gonna ask this. I ask this on every episode. There's some people here that have seen episodes before, heard episodes before. But what is one experience that was so profound? Okay, one customer experience, right? You in somebody's house, that experience lives with you. It was so profound that in some way you take it with you wherever you go.
I have many experiences, but one of my main experience was when I think I was doing a duck job for a client, and this was my first financing job. I had just got financing, did the duck job. She agreed to the terms, signed. I end up paying for everything up front. And then when it was time for her to finalize that the job was done and it was done correctly, she went full Karen on me. She went
What do you
full
mean?
Karen. We did the duck job in the crawl space and turned the unit on, showed the verifier was blowing out, everything was sealed. The lady said she wanted to see herself, so she went in her closet, grabbed her boots, and went in the crawl space with me, and went to every corner under the house to verify that it was done right. So at the time, I just didn't really think. I like, okay, well, maybe she's one of the people that want to see it. And then when she finally realized that it was done right, she still didn't want to sign the contract to finalize that it's done. Because if you do warrant or when you're doing financing, once you're done, the client has to verify that it's done correctly and
Right.
then send it to the people so you could get paid. She didn't want to do that. I was about 5 minutes from calling the damn cops on her ass. And that
Mm.
made me realize people will take advantage of you. People will, you try to do good work with these people and they will, like somebody said in the comments today, he said, residential, they treat you like a dirty whore. And I believe it, man. You do good work, they don't care. They care about the bottom line number. That's all they care about. They'll treat you like a dirty whore. And when they done wrangling you, they'll throw you to the side and get somebody else, man. It always stuck with me, man. Like, damn, I can't be this nice. Business is business. Like my mentor always say, business is business. It's nothing personal. It's just business. So keep it business.
Mm. That's interesting that you went that route. Can you think of another situation that you were in that it was the opposite direction, like where it was like like you were somewhat like moved, or you were like, like inspired by a customer, or or even a conversation that changed you in some way? Because the reason why I say it, because it's funny you say that, because I've had so many different reactions to that one question, and that's the one thread that's like through all 80 episodes, every single one. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's been really wild. And I'll just say this, like for me, and I've told this before, like I met an 85-year-old woman who changed my life. Like I think about her all the time. I mean, she survived World War II. She got out of Germany. Like she was like 16 years old. She fell in love with an American guy and she got married. She like lived with his family here in America while he was still over there. He was still like cleaning up the war efforts for a year, and she lived with a family that she had never met before for a year. She lived with his family that had never met her before. And she ended up actually he died, and she ended up actually marrying like another soldier that he was out there with like years later. It was like the weirdest thing. Like
Wow.
it was pretty wild. Yeah.
Now, I had some few clients. I had one older gentleman. That's back when I was in Colombia. He was a older guy. Him and his wife was living. I think this was right before COVID hit. I ended up fixing his air conditioner. I take care of the older crowd. If I could help, I'ma always help because a lot of companies take advantage of them. So I helped him out, and I remember me and him was just having a good conversation. I think about him because I never reached it back out to him. So I'm not, God forbid, he was a little bit older. So God forbid that he's still alive or not. But I always think about him. I got actually a selfie picture with me and him took together. That's when I first started, like really first started my company hungry. I had that's how hungry I was. I had a Ford Ranger. I
Mhm.
remember I found the guy on Facebook. I met him in front of the mall in his apartment complex where he stayed at. My homeboy dropped me off over there, and it was a stick. At the time, I didn't know how to drive a stick. So he's like, I was about to not buy the truck. He was like, man, go, I'll teach you. So he took me across the street to the parking lot, drove a stick. He showed me how to do it. Boom, boom, boom. So I brought the car. I think I maybe stalled out about 5, 6 times going home that day. But yeah, but the guy, man, he was a good guy, man. He was an older guy. He had some stories about him and he took care of his wife, and then he got ill. So he was one of those type of guys. He needs some help. He really don't want it. He wanted to do everything on his own. You still walk around and still move around. Yeah, one of those type of guys.
Yeah.
But matter of fact, it's another person that I want to think about. Is a guy who he does like the South Carolina contractor seminar, and he has a building. I forgot his name, but he's down in Winsboro, South Carolina. If anybody, most guys that's in South Carolina that either got their companies or went and got their license, they know him. He's in South Carolina in Winsboro, and it's right off the exit, right behind the Waffle House. It's a South Carolina contractor seminar class. It's an older guy. He got to be in his late 80s, and his building. When you walk in his metal building, he owned the land in the building. I think it's probably about 2 acres on the land. He owned the building, and he teach classes. And he wake up every. I think he do the class every 2 or 3 weeks out the month, and he drive an hour just to come there in his truck by himself and do the classes. That guy, he's a damn warrior. But in his building, he has a whole bunch of collectible items. It's like a collectible. He got old phones, old guns. He used to be in the military. Some crazy stuff up in there. And he was a good guy, man. I tried to call him a few days. I might call him again to check on him and see if he was all right, man. I remember I took his class, I think, last year, and I was just talking to him and stuff like that. So I just want to check up on him.
Isn't that amazing though? Like it's all of a sudden like you just think about all these customers and interactions, bro. I remember that, dude. I've talked to so many customers about like even like where their kids are going to like school. Like they're thinking like I don't know. It's just like I feel like if you're not bonding with your customer, if you're not having an interaction with them, like bro, I have spent 2 hours of my life inside of 7,000 people's houses. Like 2 hours of somebody's life, right? Like 7,000 times minimum. Like 7,000 times I've had like that experience where I learned somebody. Like I had this boss once who said like if you don't know where your customer went to high school, then you didn't really know your customer. And it was that old school mentality, bro. There was none of this like burn and churn stuff. It was like you better learn your customer. You better like say hi, shake hands, like figure out your customer, like, bring in the trash from the curb up the driveway.
I think what it is that people back then, you had to earn your customers, you had to earn your money. And then once they got the company and then the guy retired, it's the people that's taking it, all the work that he did up to this point, and they taking it. All you got to do is have some money. You could buy someone company that built it up from nothing.
Oh, you're talking about like coming in, like PE comes in,
that's up why they just and they just don't have that same appreciation as the guy who built it, because it's not easy. If everybody could build the company up, man, everybody be millionaires.
Well, it changes from a relationship-based business to a transactional-based business. Yeah. But the funny part about it is I think that the smarter PE companies and the smarter, bigger companies, they still like have people and employ people that are of the old school mentality that know that still works. I think it's the few that make the many look really crappy. I really do. I think it's the few people, the few companies out there that are just really shitty at running the business and not looking at it from a perspective of relationships and really just looking at it from like there's always going to be a transaction. I mean, these companies are now being managed in hedge funds. I mean, they're literally being managed in hedge funds.
Yeah,
they're a line item on investments, right? So wow. There was a response to something. This is kind of funny from before. There was a response before about your customer not paying, and it said, "I just drive by and pull off disconnect, pay up."
I wanted to do that one time, but I can't. They'll call that one that kicked me out of the house. Yeah. He called the cops on me when I left. So
why?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of big. I had me and my worker there. She was a different, she said, get out. And I was saying my stuff. I said, then all I know, she called the cops. I don't know. The unit was old, and her complaint, because she had hired someone, her buddy, so-called buddy, and he put an air scrubber inside duct board.
Oh, wonderful.
And it was already dirty inside the duct board. So, duct board can't be clean. It has to be replaced because the installation, it stick to the installation. So it can, and then whoever stayed there before Mustard was smoking cigarettes. So, you know, the cigarette aroma is maybe in the blower motor, is in the core, is in the duct. So no matter if you clean it, you still won't get that smell. So she ended up, I was talking, then she thought I was trying to upsell her. I was just trying to give her advice. And then she said, because you could tell the tension, you could tell when you're in the house and the tension is real tight, like you could feel it in the air. So I just told her, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave, and that's when that expired right there, and then she went crazy. I got down the road. The police called me. I was like, the cops called me. He was like, what's going on here? I said, this is the cheap client. She don't want to pay. Then me and him started laughing, and then I hung up, and that was that. And I ain't spoke to her since. I want to say thank you because that little video has grown me the way it's been going. Because I think I got about at least 20,000 followers from that video.
Yeah. It's amazing. Some stuff I haven't actually. It's funny. Like I don't create short content, so everything's long content. So it's a very different sort of game. There's no quick way to do it. But somebody once told me, it was actually somebody that I was on his podcast, and he was like, it's actually that sort of the difference. And you've done this, so when I say this, don't think that I'm not saying this about you. It's like some people will build like content, and some people build a community. Yeah. And I've built, and you've built a community. So HVAC is Life is the group on Facebook. Okay. So by the way, Sam said something on YouTube. He said, can you find all Willie's videos on YouTube, even the viral ones? I only have YouTube, not the others. So not all your videos are on YouTube. A lot of them are on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just started posting some of my videos on YouTube. Most of my videos on YouTube.
I guess they don't have social media like the other social media, but
that's exactly why I said post on all platforms, because some people might not have Facebook.
But a lot of your videos are not on, or they're not on.
Yeah,
YouTube.
not all of them. Not all of them.
You gotta like on the shorts. You gotta like it's a lot of work, man. You gotta
it's
a lot of work.
That's a job within itself. Uploading all that.
Akeem said, we go into so many houses and meet lawyers, doctors, finance people as techs. We need to take advantage of that. I've gotten advice from plenty of our customers. That's true, man. Asking your customers for advice, especially smart customers. I have definitely gotten advice from people. Dude, I got my foot doctor. I had like some foot problems back in the day. I got my foot doctor as a customer. My insurance agent was a customer of mine. He literally grew up he lived down the road from where I grew up. Don't
be the best customers, man.
That's why they say like you should like
my dentist is one of my favorite clients too. End up fixing the damn dentist office, and I'm going to get a damn tooth pulled out the next week.
Yeah. Well, do they charge you full price?
Yeah. Yeah, they charge. It's business, man. You know, I charge them full price. So
what's your view on that with like friends and doing work for them? I've heard it both ways. I've heard it like, yo, if you're a friend,
I don't do business with friends. Like I said, I keep everything separate. I charge my mama if I have to. Just kidding, but I just keep it separate, man. I did work for friends, and sometimes they go behind me and hire someone else. So I just stay out of that right there. I just I keep it business.
Let me ask you a question.
Like I had a buddy of mine who called me about an HVAC problem. I'm explaining to him what need to be done. He ain't even use me. He sent me a video of someone else fixing it. I'm like, all right.
I don't like to mix either, but like if you had a company, okay, what you do, if like one of your employees, like they were like, I don't know, I need a new HVAC system, would you not do the install for them at like a friends and family kind of thing?
Yeah, I'll probably, if it's employee, I'll help employee because he's making me money. I might have him get the unit installed with him and another employee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many guys you got?
I got 3. It's all about relationships, man. It's all about relationship. It's like a give and take. If you're doing something for me and I'm doing something for you, fine. But it's when it's one, like my mentor always say, if it's just a one-way street, that's like a bad relationship. That's like a bank. If you keep spending the funds, you're not getting nothing in return. What's going to happen? You're going to go bankrupt. So I just stay away from those type.
You keep talking about your mentor. Like, is this? I mean,
he's like a father. He's the one. He the one who really molded me into who I am. You know, he's like he was a mentor and turned into a father figure of mine. He's like, if you would have ever talked to him, he's a straight shooter. And he's one of the guys where he say and do line up. That's the main thing he always tell me. Whatever you could line a man up by what he say and do line up. And he's one of the guys, whatever he say, he's gonna do. You know, if I call him, it could be right now. I could call him right now. He'll pick up that phone. Cause you know, he's just one of the ones that everybody got somebody in their life that, you know, that's something God brought them to you, you know, like he's one of my lifelines. And I think that's what most people need in this field. Someone that's somewhere that you want to achieve that could give you advice, because that's what molded me so fast. Like somebody that's like a lifeline, kind of like ChatGPT. It give you all the answers that you need. You just go ask them and give you an answer.
How much time do you spend a week, let's say, doing content creation? Because you create a lot of content.
I spend hours, man. I ain't gonna lie. But it come natural to me. So it's like I could spin some shit off of what we just did now. Old podcast, all right? Do a podcast and the guy just talk something crazy and he says, what the hell? Some crazy stuff, man. It's just my imagination is unlimited. I really have a unlimited imagination.
I can't wait to see you stitch something together from this podcast. Dude. I really can't. Like, bro, I literally can't wait. Like, if you need raw like video, I'm gonna give you all the raw video. I literally can't wait. I can't wait to see what AI spits out for me. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, AI is going crazy.
Hey, by the way, I asked you. Shoot, dude, I broke my
damn ribs. Can't laugh, man.
I can't laugh, dude. I sent you a message, bro. You posted this video, and I thought it was real. And you posted it, and you said it was like you were on like on the Good Morning America, or like Today's Show. But I thought like, hey, he's got it. It could be like Good Morning Charlotte or whatever it was, right? I thought it was real, and then I was like, bro, this is amazing. I'm like, is this you? Like this happened? And you were like, yep. And now I'm like thinking to myself, no, you lied, man. You look real handsome in it too. You were all in a suit and everything, bro. It was good.
I gotta slow it down because you know what's funny? My grandma called me and I had to tell her it was a lie. She's like, baby, I'm so proud of you. I like, grandma, that ain't real.
Yeah, dude, you're fooling people.
Because she had my family calling like, oh, he's on the live. Oh, they calling me. I'm like, oh, this not real.
Trey Schultz says, do a South Park edition of this podcast. You know what's crazy? And I don't know, my ribs are broken, so I may not be able to do it, but I'm not even kidding you. I do the absolute like incredible Eric Cartman impression you've ever heard in your life. I'm not even kidding you. It's like better than anything. Don't make me do it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you thought I was gonna do it right there, didn't you?
Nah.
No, you really thought I was gonna do it. You did. You really thought that I was gonna do my Eric Cartman.
That show been on for a long damn time, man.
Yeah.
They still going, man. They banking. They is goddamn banking.
I mean, they take all the topical stuff, they make it make sense. It's like, and they've been doing it for, dude. My son watches. My son's 16, bro. He watches that show like every episode. Like he went back and him and his girlfriend watched it like from episode 1, like Starvin' Marvin and all that stuff, like from the 90s, bro.
That thing been so long. I remember they had the video game. I used to play the video game. Damn, that's crazy.
I don't remember the video game, bro, but yo. This has been like an awesome conversation, bro. All right, so as we like sort of wind down here, what you got anything you plug, man? You got anything you want to talk about? You got anything on your mind? You originally, when we were talking, you were saying something about wanting to talk to the, you know, like the young bucks coming up in the field, right?
Yeah, I posted it in the HVAC is Life group, man. Just stop listening to those guys. It's okay. It's some good guys that's making good content that's educational. Like you say, we missing the education side of HVAC. But most guys, man, you just gotta, these young guys that get on this content creating, they may flash a couple of $1,000s and showing that they turning a screwdriver, but the real learning is in the field. I see guys ask about pay sometimes, but like if you don't know how to run a full service call or do a whole install, the last thing you need to be doing is asking your boss for more pay. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. I remember when I first started, I think I was getting paid $10, $11 an hour. I wasn't making shit, but I was so eager to learn the trade. And then fast forward, it took me a long way. So the only thing I could probably say is, man, just learn the trade. Learn the ins and out, and get a schedule, like a certain way you do things, like how you do your service, like how when you was going in the house talking to clients, you had a certain way how you do things, just get a certain process going on. That's pretty much it right there. Because I see a lot of guys asking about pay before they even know anything.
Why would you ask for pay? You don't even know anything.
I don't understand that, because the owner is the one that dictates to you. If you're entry level, you have no dictation on what you're getting paid. They dictate that. So I just don't understand that part. And then you got some guys, like I helped a guy get a job. Shit, he went there for 2 weeks. He said he didn't like the job, so he left. I'm like, what the hell? So I just tell him, don't be a job hopper, because the word get around town easily, and people might not hire you. You keep leaving jobs like that.
Well, the crazy part about the whole thing is there's a lot of talented techs out there and a lot of talented people in the field of HVAC and home services. We'll stick to specifically HVAC. But there's like so many companies out there that want the talented people, but there's the amount of people that are needed versus how many there are. There's way less that are actually out there than right. So the problem is you've got a shortage. And actually, as there's a statistic where as the baby boomers start to all retire and go, like off into La La Land.
Yeah.
There's going to be a delta, right? They're saying something like 30% shortage in the workplace, where we're going to be short 30% on tradesmen. And don't forget, okay, all these AI data centers going up, all these huge construction projects going up. Forget about residential. I mean, of course there's going to be that, but on the other side of the thing, I mean,
that's
the commercial industrial world. There are so many electricians and plumbers and HVAC guys that are going to be needed over the course of the next 10 years. It's nonsense.
That's what I was thinking on the commercial side, because it takes a real talent to be able to do that commercial, build the metal shit. Sheet metal guys is extinct.
Well, no. Okay, so that we're talking about that today. Get this. Okay, Trey Schultz says, because of social media, these kids think that they can get right out of trade school, and they're under the impression they can demand 50-hour plus. Yeah, I mean, some for sure. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, part of that is also like the recruiters and the HR people and the people in their school that are like, because they're recruiting them. Hey, if you come to school and you learn HVAC, you're going to make $50 an hour. And, then they get out in the real world and things are very different. Although you can make a heck of a lot more money in the trades than you can in almost any other field. I mean, coming straight out of school.
I think it got to do with the area you in, because a lot of people up north that's in that's in the union, they get paid really well, especially pipe fitters and commercial wise, they get paid pretty paid well coming starting base pay.
For sure. And one thing, it's interesting. I took a technical class today. It was actually really great. It was on like this inverter system. And one of the things that we talked about was how the proper design, flexible ductwork was not intended for longer than a couple of feet. Like flexible ductwork was designed as connectors to metal ductwork. It was not intended but it doesn't matter where you go now. Flex is absolutely everywhere you go. Everything is flex duct. Everything is like two plenums and a bunch of flex duct. But if you go up north, man, where I'm from originally, because I'm in Texas now, but I grew up in the Northeast. The whole thing is metal. The entire Eastern Seaboard, all the way up, the entire thing from DC all the way up is all like galvanized steel, and it's hard, hard. And then, you get people that have never worked with it. Like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, but that's the proper design ductwork. And to get the right static pressures, to get the right, CFM, all that stuff. It was all designed for metal ducting. But did you know this? And this is like for real HVAC geeks. Did you know that there was supposed to be between a furnace and an evaporator coil that technically you're always supposed to have a transition in between that? You're also supposed to have a transition in between like a media filter or like the filter cabinet and the actual furnace itself. You're supposed to have a gap in between, and that's for the real nerdy geeky people.
I be watching what's that guy name on Instagram? Jeff. That motherfucker, he's the damn Michael Jordan of installers.
Oh, Jeff Dem. Oh yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah,
right there.
he's a super cool guy. He actually, that's where I'm from. Exactly where he's from. The company that he works for is around the block from where I moved from.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Jersey is full of craftsmen, like skilled tradespeople. Dude, they have tin knockers everywhere you go, custom fabricated everything, boilers, hydronics, the whole deal, man. It's nonsense. So, but okay, let's wrap up. Willie the Goat, you can find him on YouTube, you can find him on Facebook, you can find him on TikTok, on Instagram. You can find him everywhere. Join his Facebook group. It's called HVAC is Life. I think there's like 30,000 people in there now. HVAC, and go watch his videos and go give him a like. And what else?
You know why I made that page?
Why'd you make that page?
I was in HVAC for life, and I didn't like the people that was in there that was trolling me.
Don't say that. If Jennifer's still here.
So I left and made HVAC is Life. And I remember hitting up the owner of the page. I forgot his name, the guy name that's the founder of the page. And me and him got to talking, and I was like, man, well, I don't like the people in there. Are you going to say something about it? He didn't say nothing about it. And the next day I made that page, and shit just went viral when I started posting from the page.
So you took the name of the group and you just made the same group but different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not original. It's definitely not original.
It all worked out, man, because I mean, they got that thing, I got my thing, and I just made it for the people who, like, just want to be heard, the newcomer. Because, like, in any other group, you go in, you post anything, the trolls will come out the motherfucking woodworks like roaches. No, fake pages. I can't control everything, but I could delete some stuff. I control that stuff in that page. I try not to let it get too far. If it get too far, I either shadow ban you or you off the page. And I got two guys working on the page, so I appreciate Daniel and my other guy that's on the page that's monitor the page. I appreciate
Daniel who?
Miller.
Daniel Miller?
Yeah.
Oh man, Daniel's a cool cat, man.
Yeah, he's cool, man. That's my guy right there, man.
He's so active in the chats and my in the groups and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. All right, well, good. So HVAC is Life, not to be confused with HVAC for Life, which is Jennifer Manzo's group. And there's some other people there too. You got to watch out for the people that come out there that are always like posting like they're like it's like almost like spam. My group is nuts. It's crazy because like service and sales tails the group.
Yeah,
I'm so unactive there. I'm not even like, it's not even like a thing I started because I wanted people to share stories on there, and it just never took off, and I didn't pay attention to it. But now it's just like, hey, do you want to scale your business?
So when we talked, we had put post approval on there, so now people can't just post whatever. So a lot of people from Korean, I be having people from Korean trying to post their equipment and all that stuff. I just deny on the page. Usually when they try to post, I could deny the post.
Yeah.
Like right now, and I got 3. So like I say, look, Korean, I just go here, and decline it. Decline this shit. I don't want the only thing I want on there is real people asking real questions.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna take the link to the YouTube video of this, and I'm gonna go post it in that group.
Yeah.
Don't block me, man.
I approve it, man. I
Don't
got you.
don't block you. Don't block you.
Because I got a lot of people who be asking. Then the SEO guys, they're asking the question, well, what if you miss a phone call? Do you got someone to take that call? They all ask the same damn question. And I look at that page and it's some young boy that's 20-something years old. You don't know shit. Let me deny that right there. Deny that.
Well, I wish you all the luck, man. Love, luck, blessings.
Yes, sir. You too.
Hell yeah, dude. Really, really appreciate you. I'm making a couple announcements here real quick. Willie the GOAT. Check him out. HVAC is life. Willie the HVAC GOAT on all platforms. Couple announcements here. I have a few guests coming up on the podcast. I have an interview with the guys. They used to be government contractors, and then they developed like this software in the trades. It's actually really wild, their story. It's AI based. That's actually going to be really cool. And I've got Joe Crisera coming up. Anybody that knows who Joe Crisera is kind of the GOAT of like the HVAC kind of process of like giving options and whatnot. He's been doing it a really long time. I got Drew Cameron coming up. He's like a legend in the industry. I got a ton of guests coming up. I really appreciate you guys. I'll try to do more of these lives. Things have changed a lot. I like to put the videos out there and not necessarily go live. Thank you for all the well wishes on my ridiculous accident. That looks really, really nasty. And I'll see you guys next week.